Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be checking out 6 motorcycles that dealers are trying to clear out as quickly as possible. Number 6. Kawasaki Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S, a sleek and beginner-friendly cruiser with a sporty twist, is being overlooked by dealers all across the US. Why? Because it's piling up in showrooms like leftovers after Thanksgiving dinner. With a base price that originally set around $7,000, dealerships are now slashing prices, adding incentives and practically pleading with buyers to take one off their hands. In some cases, dealers have cut more than $1,000 just to free up floor space. One of the big issues here is that riders in this price bracket usually go for a cruiser with a bit more attitude. The Vulcan S with its 64-9cc parallel twin engine performs well, but it lacks that signature deep V-twin rumble that cruiser fans crave. On the road, it feels more like a sporty commuter than a laid-back highway cruiser, leaving it stuck in an awkward middle zone. And at this price, many buyers start comparing used Harleys or larger metric cruisers, which give them more value for the money. On top of that, the market is shifting. New riders are either going cheaper with smaller beginner bikes, or jumping straight into bigger, more performance-focused machines. That leaves the Vulcan S stuck in the middle, not exactly a must-have, with Kawasaki pushing fresh models and dealers needing to free up inventory. The Vulcan S is being dropped like an outdated phone plan. If you've ever thought of grabbing one, now is the moment. Discounts are flowing, and you could walk away with a bargain. But wait too long and you may just see it vanish quietly from Kawasaki's lineup. Either way, the Vulcan S is riding into the sunset, just not the way Kawasaki intended. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster, a modern spin on the classic Sportster, is being ditched by dealers faster than a bad trade-in. With a starting price of about $13,000, it was meant to serve as Harley's gateway into a new era. Instead, it's been sitting in showrooms collecting dust, forcing dealers to throw discounts, heavy incentives and even free merchandise at buyers to move them out. Some dealers are cutting prices by $2,000 or more, making it one of the cheapest ways to get on a new Harley if you actually want one. So where did it go wrong? First off, the Nightster's 95cc liquid-cooled Revolution Max engine is technically advanced, but not what hardcore Harley fans were waiting for. It misses that signature Harley rumble, leaving it feeling more like a souped-up standard than a true cruiser. And at over $13,000, many shoppers start leaning toward used softails, which give more power, more traditional Harley character, and more bike for the same money. The Nightster just doesn't scream must-buy. The bigger issue is the market shift. Longtime Sportster fans are aging out or trading up, while younger riders aren't rushing to fill that gap. The Nightster was supposed to bridge those worlds, but in reality it's stuck. The purists don't want it, and new riders don't need it. Dealers know this, which is why they're eager to unload them. So if the Nightster's on your radar, this is your shot. With discounts stacking up and dealers clearing floor space, you could score a deal that makes the price almost worthwhile. Number 4. BMW K1600B. The BMW K1600B, a luxury bagger with futuristic tech and a silky smooth inline-6 engine, is getting the boot from dealers around the country. Why? Because it's sitting on showroom floors like an overpriced couch no one wants to finance. Originally priced around $22,000, dealers are now offering massive discounts, desperate to make room for newer, faster-selling models. The biggest problem is the price tag. Even with BMW's premium reputation, few buyers are eager to spend nearly $25,000 after taxes and fees on a bagger that isn't a Harley or Indian. At that level, most expect a thunderous V-twin, not a futuristic German spaceship with sport bike DNA. Sure, the K1600B is powerful and smooth, but the US bagger crowd typically wants something that looks and sounds more rebellious. And again, the market shift plays a role. Riders willing to spend big money on touring comfort often go all in on full-dress tours, while those after a bagger want more traditional styling. That leaves the K1600B in limbo, too high-tech for old-school riders, too bulky for sport touring fans. And with BMW constantly refreshing its lineup, dealers don't want these things turning into showroom relics. Right now, discounts of $3,000 to $5,000 are common, so if you've ever dreamed of owning a spaceship on 2 wheels, this might be your best chance. Number 3. Indian Scout 60. The Indian Scout 60, designed as an affordable entry point into the Indian brand, with its classic styling and 999cc twin, has ended up being tossed aside like last year's fashion. Dealers are cutting thousands off MSRP, adding rebates, and even throwing in bonuses just to get them out the door. Some dealerships are advertising $2,000 or more in savings, with extras included just to tempt buyers. So, why the big push? The Scout 60 occupies an awkward space. At roughly $11,000, it's not exactly cheap for new riders, yet it also falls short of the power and prestige of the larger Scout models. With just a little more money, buyers can upgrade to the full Scout, which offers better horsepower and stronger resale value. Meanwhile, those chasing budget-friendly cruisers often lean toward cheaper models from Kawasaki or Honda. That leaves the Scout 60 in a no-man's land. Dealers don't want outdated stock piling up when new models are rolling in, and with the used market heating up, buyers can easily find lightly used Scout 60s for far less than showroom prices. If you've been eyeing one, now's the time. Clearance sales are everywhere, and you could walk away with a great deal. But hesitate, and this bike may quietly disappear without much fanfare. Number 2. Harley-Davidson Pan America. Harley-Davidson attempted to break into the adventure bike world with the Pan America, but dealers are now scrambling to move them. Why? Because convincing Harley loyalists to ditch their cruisers for an ADV bike is like trying to sell flip-flops in a snowstorm. Dealers aren't just trimming prices, they're chopping them down hard. Some Pan America models that once topped $20,000 are now discounted by $3,000 to $4,000. Harley has even tossed in extended warranties and free gear just to push them off the lot. But here's the problem: in that price range, buyers want proven reliability. The Pan America, while impressive on paper, had early hiccups, stalling issues, TFT glitches, and electronic quirks that scared off potential riders. And then there's the styling. Adventure bikes aren't exactly built for beauty contests. But the Pan America's design split opinions from the start. Some liked it, while others said it looked like a robot's face mashed onto a toolbox. Combine that with stiff competition and Harley's struggle to expand beyond cruisers, and the bike never really found its home. If you've ever wanted a Harley ADV bike, this is your golden chance. Dealers are eager to hand over the keys to anyone interested. But if sales don't pick up soon, the Pan America could ride off into the sunset for good. Number 1. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R is an absolute monster of a cruiser. Massive, aggressive, and powered by a 17-to-83cc V-twin that can tear up asphalt. But despite its muscle, dealers are pushing them out like last season's style. Buyers just aren't lining up, and these bikes are gathering dust on showroom floors. With an MSRP around $15,000, dealers are now cutting thousands, offering rebates, and even rolling out zero-interest financing to clear them out. Some are even pricing brand new models at what used to be the going rate for lightly used ones. Here's the catch. The M109R is a huge machine. At nearly 800 pounds, it demands respect. But rider preferences are changing, and more people are choosing lighter, more manageable cruisers with modern features. The M109R still runs with an old-school analog dash, and lacks the electronic rider aids you'd expect at this price. Competitors, on the other hand, are packing TFT displays, traction control, and ride modes, leaving the Boulevard feeling a bit stuck in the past. Then there's resale value. Buyers know these bikes don't hold value well, and with heavy dealer discounts now, the future resale picture looks even worse. For anyone thinking long-term, that's a big hesitation. The silver lining is, if you've ever wanted one, now is the time. Dealers are practically handing them away to anyone willing to sign. But act quickly. At the pace they're being cleared out, the Boulevard M109R might soon become a rare sight both on showroom floors and on the road. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos.